Johnny and I have arrived in the Caribbean to join a 40-foot sailing boat called Jemima. At the end of last year, Johnny's dad and sister sailed her from England across the Atlantic. Now we're stepping aboard to sail with Johnny's dad, Charlie, from Antigua down to Bequia, visiting Guadeloupe, Dominica, Martinique, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We'll hike to incredible viewpoints, snorkel in the Big Blue, swim and dive off the boat, kayak in remote spots, and of course spend a lot of time sailing. I'm excited to share the next 2 weeks with you on board Jemima. We've arrived in Lesant, a group of small islands in the southern archipelago of Guadeloupe. There are 9 islands, but only 2 are inhabited. We are anchored next to the largest of the 2 islands, Terre de Haut, named due to its position relative to the prevailing winds, meaning upwind. The island was discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1493. It is famous for having one of the world's most beautiful bays and known for a small tart with a soft pastry base filled with coconut, banana, or guava jam. The island has a no-cars policy to maintain a peaceful atmosphere using bikes, legs, or scooters instead. The inhabitants are descendants of Breton and Norman settlers who arrived in the 17th century and have influenced the islands with their architecture and their traditions. Corky sea fingers, also called the dead man's finger, are common, hardy, soft corals found in the Caribbean at depths of 3 to 100 feet. They are photosynthetic but also feed on plankton. We keep finding the lionfish, a highly venomous carnivorous fish native to the Indo-Pacific. They continue to destroy local ecosystems in the Atlantic, Caribbean, and the Mediterranean due to their appetites, rapid reproduction, and lack of predators. The Lucia is one of the most feared sea monsters in the region, a deadly creature that prowls the deep and feeds on the unsuspecting. Sea fan stems are flexible, allowing them to survive and thrive in strong currents. They are suspension feeders. By extending their polyps, their small feathery tentacles, the sea fan can eat by catching tiny plankton, bacteria, and dead organic matter that drift by in the currents. They funnel their food into the entrance hole and into the stomach where it's digested. There's a sunrise and a sunset every day, and you can choose to be there for it. You can put yourself in the way of beauty. Cheryl Strayed. It is day 5, and I'm having a free shower just before we head up to the highest point on the island, Le Chameau, at just over 1,000 feet high. The sugarbird, sugar thief, or the banana quit is a small, energetic, common Caribbean bird, known for its yellow belly and love for nectar and sugar. The summit is accessible via a steep, paved road from the town centre, taking around 1 hour to hike. The goats on the island are free roaming and outnumber human residents. They are an important component of the local landscape and culture. The forest summit features a 19th century military watchtower and a 360-degree view of the island. From up here we have views of the town and the airstrip. A special pilot license is required to land here. It is a challenging, short, 1,903-foot concrete runway. It primarily serves small aircraft like the DHC-6 Twin Otter. The town has around 1,500 residents and relies on tourism and fishing. We are sailing on the leeward side of Dominica with a westerly sea breeze. The wind's on the bow, so the apparent wind speed is higher. We've put up an awning to protect ourselves from the harsh sun while sailing.
That's good. That's nuts. You're going to ease slightly? Ease a bit more.
We stayed off the coast of Dominica due to it being complex to clear in and out, and we had dinner. Dominica has the highest concentration of volcanoes in the world, with 9 active ones still shaping the island. It is the only place in the Caribbean with a year-round resident population of sperm whales, allowing for regular sightings. The endangered Cicero parrot features in the national flag and is only found in Dominica. One word, love: curiosity. You long for freedom. You long to do what you want to do because you want it, to act on selfish impulse. You want to see what it's like. One day, you won't be able to resist. Captain Jack Sparrow. Dominica has the Caribbean's longest hiking trail. It's 115 mile long, called the WNT. Due to fierce resistance, Dominica was the last Caribbean island colonized by Europeans, finally becoming British in 1763. After night sailing, we arrive at 3 a.m. in Martinique. We mostly use salt water for cleaning to save the fresh water for showers and drinking. On May the 8th, 1902, the island's main volcano erupted and Martinique's former capital was destroyed. 30,000 residents were lost. Martinique is the birthplace of Empress Josephine, Napoleon's first wife. It's famous for a rum made from fresh sugar cane juice. It's an overseas department of France, meaning it's fully French territory and uses the euro. Martinique is known as the Paris of the Caribbean. It's also named the Island of Flowers. We stop in southwest Martinique for some breakfast. For some yummy porridge. We're crossing the St. Lucia Channel. St. Lucia is named for a saint. It is the only sovereign nation named after a female saint, Saint Lucy, sometimes known as the Helen of the Caribbean, because it changed hands between the French and the British 14 times, before gaining independence in 1979. We sail the full length of Dominica, Martinique and St. Lucia, with little use of the engine. The Pitons are an iconic twin volcanic peaks, and they're a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's a drive-on volcano. You can drive into the sulfur springs, a geothermal area with bubbling mud pools. They have chocolate beer. An imperial chocolate stout is brewed using local cocoa nibs. They decriminalize cannabis. Personal use of up to 30 grams was decriminalized in 2021. Finally, they have an island called Pigeon Island, which was a former pirate's hideout, but now a historical national landmark. Late last night we arrived on the northwest coast of St. Vincent. It's another early morning as we head towards Bequia, our final destination.
I think you're going for a bit more.
Maybe number one green, yeah.
Okay.
So our speed is 3.2 and our bearing is 219. O'er the glad waters of the dark blue sea, our thoughts as boundless and our souls as free. Far as the breeze can bear, the billows foam. Survey our empire and behold our home. Lord Byron. Next time, we arrive in Bequia. Head to the store, go snorkeling for trumpet fish, and discover the yellow tube sponge. We open coconuts and enjoy the beach. We'll see you next time.